Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a rather large stack of movies I picked up the other day. We have this store in Nashville called McKay's, used music, movies, books, etc., etc. But I traded in some movies and got some other movies. I'm just going to take them all out of the bag because Bill has already started to lick the bag, and I'm sure he's going to want to mess around in that, and I don't want that to happen while I'm trying to pull movies out. So I'm just going to pull all these out and stack them down here, and then I'll just pull movie by movie. Got a couple of TV series, so I'll share those too. But all right. Go play, Bill. Okay, so you'll probably hear Bill playing in the plastic bag, but we'll go ahead and get started in this. I was looking for a few Spike Lee movies that I didn't have, but most of them had pretty bad disc wear and everything else to it, so I didn't get them, especially for what they were charging. But this one, and I'll say what I paid for each item, or what each item was valued at. This was a trade-in, so I think I spent like $17 day of, and everything else is just trade-in value. But starting out, I have She-Rock for $6.95. This is one of them I had on my list to pick up that I had not seen yet. So that was the first movie I picked up. Next, we have for $8.95, The Equalizer 2, There Is No Equal. Pick that up, and all these stickers are really easy to take off. They do a good job at using stickers that won't mess up the case. Up next, we have for $4.95, Foxy Brown. I've never seen this one, so I wanted to check it out. I saw that they had, at a place I went to Black Friday, they had this on VHS, but it was kind of a very worn copy, and it cost just as much. So when I saw it there on DVD, I decided to pick that up. Next up, we have for 95 cents, Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps. Don't know anything about this. I think it may be a sequel. I don't know. I have the Oliver Stone box set, but and this is also an Oliver Stone film, so I'm assuming it's a sequel to the original, but I'm not sure. But I picked that up. Next up, this is one I plan to eventually get a 4K player down the road. I haven't picked one up yet. I'm still researching on which one I want to get, how much I want to put into one, things like that. And this is one that I did want to get on 4K, especially with a lot of specific scenes. But they had this one at Walmart for like $3 at one point in time. And then, like, I couldn't find it anywhere. I went online, they had it for $5, but it was like sold out online. So when I went here, they had it for $7. It's not on the slipcover. It's actually underneath the slipcover. $7.95. But the only other option was paying like $25 or something like that through Walmart or Amazon. But that is Saban's Power Rangers. So I'm a huge Power Rangers nut, and I really love this film, regardless of, I guess, if people didn't like it. I mean, it was originally slotted for a sequel, but we didn't get it. So, not enough money came in for that. So, actually, I'll put the TV shows off to the side when I come across those. Next up, we got a Criterion film, Spy number 662, for $19.95. And that is Safety Last. Usually I don't even buy these used because they charge so much for them even used. But when I do trade-ins and stuff like that, I don't care as much. But usually I could have bought this brand new for the same price, but I never find it when I'm at the store. And I have yet to pick it up on one of their Criterion flash sales. So when I saw it there, it caught my eye. I got a couple Criterions, but I picked that one up. Usually if I do trade-ins, I'll get Criterions like I just said, but next up, we have Criterion Spine number 54. This was $14.95, and that is For All Mankind. My sinuses and everything are all mucked up, so please forgive me if I sound all congested. But I've been wanting to watch this one for a while. This one, I wasn't... excuse me. I wasn't finding it in any stores, but they had the 4K, and I didn't want to get the 4K for this. But it was For All Mankind. Let's see here. TV show. I think I only got 3 different TV shows. Well, technically 2 TV shows, but next up for $4.95, got the film Earthquake. I don't know much about this other than it was a ride at Universal Studios back in the day when I went. So I saw this. It was misplaced, and I picked it up and wanted to see what it was about. So they had this on Blu-ray. Next up, we have for 25 cents, Ethan Hawke and was it Jared Leto, Nicolas Cage, Lord of War. I was wanting to rewatch that one for some time now. I used to own that one a long time ago, and I ended up selling it and wanted to get it back, so check that out. This next one, I've heard I've heard a few folks talk about, and I was talking with my stepmother, and I was like, yeah, I haven't seen this movie, and she was like, what? And so it was one I picked up for $7.95. That is Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse. So I got that. That's one I need to see. I watched it in high school a long time ago, but it wasn't anything I paid attention to, and it didn't seem like a movie that was something I'd really care a whole lot about. But I recently watched a documentary about Patrick Swayze, and so it got me to wanting to watch more of his movies. That being one of them. This next one, I have one of the movies, the other one I don't have, and this was brand new and shrink wrap too, for $2.95. Excuse me. But I got this for Happy Gilmore. Again, this was one I remember watching growing up. I watched Billy Madison a lot, loved Billy Madison. Couldn't really get into Happy Gilmore, so I figured I'd give it another go. I haven't really watched this one since maybe middle school. So that's one I'm kind of eager to get into. My friend Jose recently had a birthday party. Well, I don't know if it's recent anymore, but he had a birthday, I think it was in October, and it was a Celebrate Sandman costume party thing. I went dressed as Pip from Airheads. So, but we were talking about this movie, and I was like, I haven't seen that in forever. And he's like, man, that movie is gold. You need to check it out again. Give it another try. So, I am. Next up, another brand new one. And this is one I've been wanting to get for a little while now. I don't know if maybe it was so cheap because it's full screen or something. Nope, widescreen. But that is The Polar Express. Everywhere I try to find this movie, it seems like everyone's charging, even for the DVD, like $10. And so when I saw it there for under $2, I was like, gonna get that. Next up, another brand new one. I think maybe the other one, yeah, that was brand new too. So both the second one and the first one I got, The Equalizer. I got this for $3.95. Both on Blu-ray. So this is brand new, but again, $3.95. I enjoyed this one. I don't really remember much of Equalizer 2. but we'll get into that. These next two kind of play off each other. But I'm pretty sure I didn't have them, but even if I do, I don't feel bad for spending this money on it. And getting a second copy, I can just give to somebody as a gift or something. But for 95 cents, and both of these were 95 cents. This first one being From Hell. It's the Johnny Depp film about Jack the Ripper, I believe is what this, yeah, during Jack the Ripper's time. But I got From Hell. And then this next one, Sleepy Hollow. I haven't seen either one of these movies since high school, I think. So I wanted to give them both a go. I want to say I have one of them, but I think it's on VHS. So 95 cents, no big deal. But, and last but not least, we have, I got 3 seasons, actually 2 seasons in a complete series. But I've been collecting the, I like to find seasons of shows out in the wild, and if they have multiple seasons, I like to get them as cheap as I can. So this one, and I didn't even bother checking the condition, I probably should have, but I think they had a few copies of it there, and they were all going for the same price, so I was like, oh, well, this seemed like the nicest looking copy, but it's season 7 of Dexter. And then the final season 8 of Dexter. Season 7 was $2.95, and the final season was $7.95. So I got those, and that should round out my series for Dexter, with the exception of the new season that came out last year, I think, or 2 years ago. And then this one I used to have, and I sold it. I wish I hadn't. But I felt at the time that I just didn't need to rewatch it. But I decided to pick that back up. And that is the complete series of the BBC show Spaced. I used to have this. I remember buying it when it came out. Because it had Simon Pegg and Nick something. Why can't I ever remember names? Nick Frost. Okay. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. But it's one I did enjoy. I don't know why. Because I traded it in and bought other stuff. So I don't know what it was, why I traded it in, but I enjoyed it. So I figured I'd pick that one up again and give it a go. So, of everything I got there, that is, it's a lot. So, just more stuff to put in the stacks to watch that I won't have time to watch, but I'll attempt. But anyway, the cats are, I guess, fighting over who's going to play with what bag. So, I'll just leave them at that and get started watching some movies. So, anyways, thank you for stopping by. Again, I got all these at a store called McKay's. I know there's one in Nashville. There's one in Chattanooga. But I don't know if they are scattered about anywhere else. But they usually have some good deals. I do know that for the past few years, they've been charging a bit of a premium for some of their used stuff. They know what they have, and they're charging accurate prices in some cases. Almost regardless of condition sometimes. But that's what I got. I would ask you if you picked up anything, but I don't know if there's McKay's near you or that you go there very often. So anyways, that's what I picked up. So thank you for watching. And if you've seen any of these, how about that? If you've seen any of these, jot down in the comments below if any of these were your favorite, or if you just hated it. So anyway, thank you for stopping by. I'm going to probably go to bed. I'm tired. But I'm going to put all this away and then probably catch some Z's. But I will see you next time. Bye.